So I actually spoke with this woman about 3 years ago, and she shared with me that at 17 years old, her mom actually forced her to terminate her pregnancy. So at the age of 17 years old, she not only was already in a vulnerable position, but she was now forced by her family to terminate and create this really difficult decision for herself. She didn't even have the option to have any input. So she was stuck in this place of just guilt and shame and regret for many, many years. And it wasn't actually until 2018 when she heard about CareNet Minnesota Pregnancy Center through her church. And she heard all of these client testimonials, and she heard from advocates and staff members through just video recordings, just like this one, just the impact that CareNet Minnesota has made. And she heard these stories of just young girls and young fathers and families who have found healing in these difficult decisions, whether it be through abortion, adoption, or even parenting for some people. And she thought to herself, well, gosh, at the age of 40, if these young girls can find healing, hope, and compassion, like, hopefully I can too. And so right after that, about 3 weeks later, she called up CareNet Minnesota and sought out for counseling. And she found freedom and she found healing, and she was able to express her story and the guilt and shame again that she's been carrying since 17 years old. And she was able to find forgiveness not only in herself, but also her family. And she realized after through all of this counseling and healing that God has not been angry with her for all of these years, because she said that she was convinced that it was God's way of kind of punishing her with all of these emotions that she's been carrying. And so through this, she's found the grace of God once again in her life, and she's able to walk in the fullness of her pro-abundant life. And it's stories like hers is why CareNet, that's our why. She is why CareNet Minnesota even exists. And again, after those 3 weeks went by, after she heard of CareNet Minnesota, after the counseling, she called CareNet Minnesota and made a generous donation just to thank us for what we do in the community and helping people like her, even if many years have gone by. And to quote her, actually, she said she knew that God used ordinary people in really big ways. She just never thought that she was going to have the honor of being one of them herself.